Hi guys, my name is Natasha and I'm here to share my online language teaching experience. So I have been teaching languages online ever since June 2009. Let's say this is the year when I graduated in languages. I also lived in Rome, Budapest and Prague, where I was surrounded by Italians. I did 2 masters in Rome. I worked there in a hotel, and in Budapest I worked for IBM. In Prague I worked for Amazon. But I'm not here to speak about that. I'm here to speak about teaching online, because I realized that there were quite a few people that asked me about it. How do you do that? How do you teach online? So for this first video, I'm just going to tell you how it all started. So my father basically found out this website, and I graduated. I didn't have work, of course. I lived in Serbia. Nobody wants to hire you basically if you have zero experience. And I was thinking, what I'm going to do. And he said, why don't you just open profile here? I was like, okay, let's try, but I completely forgot about it. One day, I got the message from Italki saying that a student from Mexico would like to learn Serbian with me. So he scheduled a lesson. I have to say, my first lesson was a complete disaster. So why do I think that? First, because of the awkward feeling I had the entire lesson. I was completely unprepared. I will explain why. And he never contacted me again. So yeah, it was really not that good. First of all, I thought, okay, he wants to study Serbian. I'm Serbian native speaker. Why would I prepare? No, that's completely wrong. So you need to prepare for your every lesson. What does it mean, prepare? To have some, let's say, concept, to know what you're going to ask them, in which moment, to have examples or in your mind or somewhere written. You teach online, so it can be in your Word, in your sticky notes, in front of you, wherever you want. So I taught him alphabet that first lesson, and I couldn't think of any words, I don't know, letter, sh, and I was like, so it was not that well. After that, I had Italians who were scheduling English lessons with me. That was a great experience for me, because you're teaching one foreign language, which is not your native language, and you're teaching that by using another language that is not your native language. So it was, a bit frustrating at the beginning. They will ask me, ¿qué significa questo? ¿Qué significa quello? And in the meaning, which means, what does that mean? What does this mean? And then, I remember first time when this guy asked me, ¿qué significa rabbit? And I was like, I had to look to Google Translate at that moment, which is terrible. If you need to, look up something during the lesson, I suggest you say, okay, just a moment, be straightforward with that. Don't lie and invent that you're not looking. I don't think people will mind that much, as long as you are cute, positive, communicative, and stuff like that. So I had to look it up, and I was like, right, coniglio. I knew both of those words, but at that moment, it just didn't come up to my mind. But practice makes perfect. So you will see that online teaching is also going to give you a lot of benefits, not only to your students, but it's going to develop your skills too. Not to speak about English, because you will have to teach languages usually by using English. If you know some other language, then it's great, it's a better plus. But what is also great about teaching online, because you get to speak with people from South Korea, America, Australia, Israel, I don't know what. The only nationalities, I didn't have a lot of nationalities from Africa, for example, but almost all over the world, and so it's really cute. You get to speak with interesting people, and you're interested to them because you're different cultural, different nation, and they're interested to you. So if you like this video, if you like me to share more experience about teaching, subscribe to my channel, and it will be great if you could leave a comment below telling me which language would you like me to speak about, because I teach English, Italian, and Serbian. So the one, let's say, that will have the most comments, I will continue speaking about it. The website, don't get me wrong, this is not commercial, I'm not paid to advertise them, but I really that's the only website I used to teach. I use for teaching. Sorry, it's called italki, italki.com. I used to be a freelancer for 1 year and a half, so like income from italki was basically the most of my income. I was also translating. Don't get me wrong, there are also a lot of other websites, but I haven't tried them. I got some invitations from LinkedIn to put my profile there. So yes, they are they find me, not the other way around. But I really didn't have time. In case I have time, I'm going to try them also, and then I will speak about that. So take care, and I wish you a lovely 2019. Bye.